Championship basketball in Toms River, the TOC Final Four. News 12 Varsity presents the NJSIAA Tournament of Champions semifinals tonight from the RWJ Barnabas Health Arena in Toms River. It's the fourth-seeded North Stars of Nottingham versus the top-seeded Lions of Roselle Catholic. Hello again, everyone. Lou Brogna with you on the call alongside David Resnick. Welcome to Toms River. As we said, this is the Final Four for New Jersey high school basketball. The TOC semifinals. David, a very interesting matchup tonight. Nottingham, its greatest season ever, a 30-win campaign for the North Stars, taking on, of course, the juggernaut year in and year out, one of the top programs not only in the state of New Jersey, but in the nation in Roselle Catholic.
If you're Nottingham, you have to be so impressed with your accomplishment 2 nights ago, winning a quarterfinal game, setting up the semifinal matchup, and you're gifted with a matchup against one of the best teams, Lou, as you mentioned, in the country. You know, if you're going up against a non-public school at this stage, it's going to be one of the best in the state. And you said Nottingham has had one of their best years in program history. Well, another opportunity tonight to notch another big win.
Well, it's been a magical year for the North Stars. They won their first ever Mercer County Championship. And, of course, they're in the TOC, only the second team from their conference to ever make it this far. There's a look at their starting lineup. There's 3 1,000-point-plus scorers in that starting lineup, including Richie Jones, Cliff Joseph, and Darrell Johnson, the 6'5 senior, who's had a tremendous season for the North Stars.
You mentioned the trio of seniors that really lead the way in a senior-heavy starting lineup. Darrell Johnson is the leading scorer, nearly 22 points per game. He's such an inside-out threat. Not only can he punish the paint, but he has the ability to step out and play a perimeter game as well. He's been a matchup nightmare all year for the opponents of the Stars.
For the Lions of Roselle Catholic, another great year for them at 27-4 under their head coach, Dave Boff. And a look at their starting lineup, littered with Division I players, including Alonzo Frank, Naz Reed, who's heading to LSU. But the real star over the past several games has been 6'6 junior guard Khalil Whitney.
Roselle Catholic has skill and they have size, and Whitney, a top 30 player in the junior class, has both. Coming off of a performance in the non-public B state championship game of 12 points and 9 rebounds. A lot of attention goes to Naz Reed, and good reason for it, but Roselle Catholic this year has won with balance.
So we are just moments away from the opening tip. Should be a very interesting contest. Roselle Catholic, a heavy favorite in this one, but this Nottingham team has plenty of talent. Let's see if they can hang with the number 1 seeded Lions. Nottingham, Roselle Catholic next.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
I said I'd do better. Saying it and doing it are 2 different things.
When your child is struggling in school, no matter what his or her age, or on the SAT or ACT, Huntington can help. Get help now. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN and save $100. 1-800-CAN-LEARN.
We're searching out the best products and the best material for our homeowners. They don't have to do the research. We already did it. And our men are being trained through the manufacturers. The manufacturer guarantees our workmanship as well. When you factor in the high cost to heat your house, to cool your house in the summertime, the Simonton 9800 window virtually pays for itself, along with the 0% interest for 5 years. Whether it's the windows, the siding, or the roof, it's good for a lifetime.
This home saving tip is brought to you by King Quality.
Back at the Barnabas Center, we get ready for Nottingham and Roselle Catholic in the second semifinal here in the Tournament of Champions. The Nottingham North Stars, the winningest team in Colonial Valley history, as they come in 30-2 on the year, and Roselle Catholic at 27-4. Nottingham in their road gold uniforms, trimmed with blue. Roselle Catholic, their home grays, with green, and we're underway. The Lions get the opening tip. Jump shot off the rim doesn't go, taken by Khalil Whitney, and here comes Nottingham. Darrell Johnson dribbles up, shovels inside, ball knocked away and kept alive here by the North Stars. In the corner as Cliff Joseph takes the jump shot. Doesn't go, the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Nottingham. It'll be Roselle Catholic basketball. Winner of this game will get Don Bosco Prep in the state championship game on Sunday afternoon. The Ironmen defeating Shawnee 49-39 in game number 1 tonight. Jump shot outside, in and out. Taken by Whitney, gets his own rebound, pulls up for the short jumper, in and out. And the rebound pulled down by Castro Montina. Here comes Nottingham. North Stars defeated Chatham in the Group 3 championship game. Their first ever Group 3 title, defeating the Cougars 60-53, then knocked off Haddonfield in the Tournament of Champions quarterfinal, 64-52. Here's Darrell Johnson with the basketball, averaging almost 22 points per game. Had a 20-point performance against Chatham. 3-point shot, good! Richie Jones, who, by the way, David has made 101 3-point shots, now 102 on the year.
Didn't take very long for Roselle Catholic to learn that he is a shooter, one of 4 double-digit scorers in the starting lineup for Nottingham.
Averaging almost 18 points a game. That jump shot doesn't go, knocked around, rebound pulled down by Nottingham's James Johnson, and a foul reaching in on Roselle Catholic. Chris Raba, head coach of Nottingham, veteran head coach who won the 2006 Group 3 title across town at Hamilton West. 3 high schools in the Hamilton School District. Steiner, which is Hamilton East, Hamilton West, and Nottingham, which is otherwise known as Hamilton North. Here's a jump shot on the baseline. Good. It's Ithiel Horton, the Delaware-bound senior guard, actually draws Roselle Catholic to within 1. It's 3-2.
Be interesting to see if Nottingham tries at all to slow it down against this Roselle Catholic attack that can really score. Early on, it appears the North Stars will look to continue to attack.
Foul on Horton, and Montina will go to the line.
It's so important for the underdog, in this case Nottingham, to have a fast start, to begin with confidence, but I think most importantly, Lou, to begin with energy. You can tell when the fan base realizes that you're the underdog, because every little play gets that extra clap, that congratulations, the fans standing up. Find me another game in which Montina gets fouled and is going to the free throw line, in which the fan base would react in that type of way.
He hits both free throws. Nottingham off to a good start. They're up 5-2. Roselle Catholic trying to run the break, but they throw it away. And here come the North Stars. Jump shot outside. Good! It's a 3 for Darrell Johnson. And Nottingham off to a blistering 8-2 lead.
Johnson looked in the direction of Naz Reed after making that 3. Reed just laughed it off.
Nottingham running the break, 3-point shot off the window, and the rebound pulled down by Khalil Whitney.
Incredible energy in the building early.
Whitney pulls up for the short jumper. It doesn't go. Naz Reed tries to jam it, but he's fouled from behind by James Johnson.
Well, Naz Reed could smile at a 3 because he knows in his arsenal is the potential to rock the rim. And he certainly has the attention of the North Stars, but credit Kwan Johnson for defending the rim, for protecting against the dunk and sending Naz Reed to the line.
Reed misses the first free throw. Naz Reed, the 6'11 senior, committed to LSU, misses both free throws.
It was Nick Richards last year leading the Patrick School to the TOC, a McDonald's All-American at Kentucky. Reed trying to follow things up with a similar resume.
Reed, of course, a McDonald's All-American this year, considered one of the top 20 players in the nation. He won this title as a freshman, trying to bookend his career with Tournament of Champions titles. Cliff Joseph inside, bounce pass, trying to thread the needle to Kajane Johnson, but the North Stars turned it over.
That's all Reed's presence. There's nothing in that play that Naz Reid will get credit for, but when you look back the tape as Jason Battle checks out for Roselle Catholic, his presence inside completely altered that pass and led to the turnover.
Here's Reed way up top, tries to dribble in against two defenders and lays it up and in. Nice move, a burst to the hoop by Naz Reid.
Find me another 6'11" big man that could dribble drive from the top of the key like that.
Alonzo Frink with a big rebound, and Reed flips it up ahead to Whitney. Whitney flips outside. This is Pierre Louis in the corner. Horton, jump shot, good! Itfield Horton with a three. And here comes Roselle Catholic. The Lions pull to within one. 8-7 the score, 3:15 remaining in the first. Darrell Johnson outside, over 1,400 points in his career. Three-point shot off the back rim doesn't go. And Reed pulls down that rebound with one hand. Pierre Louis, jump shot is short. Underneath is Frink. And a jump ball. Good job underneath by Darrell Johnson.
Montina takes a breather for Nottingham. Whitney is out for Roselle Catholic. Rebounding so important in this game against the formidable front line of Roselle Catholic. Nottingham has bodies up front, but just not to the level of the Lions.
Well, Colby Johnson checking into the game for Roselle Catholic. The Lions defeated Trenton Catholic in the South B title game, 71-56. And then, in a tremendously exciting finish, defeated the Rainy School 63-61 in the non-public B New Jersey State Championship game to win their fourth title in the last 6 years. Nottingham basketball are bringing across Richie Jones, their 5'9" senior three-point specialist, and the North Stars throw it away. Cliff Joseph trying to come across court with that pass. So now Roselle Catholic a chance to take the lead. Josh Pierre Louis brings it across. Wearing number 22 tonight. Dribbles in, flips outside. Frink for three. Hey, Alonzo Frink showing his range there. Gives Roselle Catholic the lead, and Nottingham answers. Richie Jones buries one from the corner.
It's about seniors for Nottingham. A 12th grader is not going to be phased when a 6'9" Frink hits from the top of the key. Second triple for Jones as Nottingham answers right back.
Reed driving in, can't score. It's back tapped outside to Horton. Pierre Louis dumps it inside. Frink and Reed both there. Jump shot from the corner taken by Colby Rogers. Doesn't go. Here comes Nottingham, 3-on-1. And they throw it away. Horton coming back the other way. To Pierre Louis. Alley-oop to Reed, who jams it through.
Is this showtime? Are we in the mid-80s?
Roselle Catholic up by a point. 12-11 in the corner. Cliff Joseph double teamed, lost the dribble, and the Lions will get it back.
Absolutely breathtaking the way the Lions get from one end of the floor to another. They have numbers and they make sure to take advantage of it. Absolutely teed up perfectly for Naz Reid. I'm going to feel bad for these rims and backboards tonight because Reed will have his chance at the other end in the second half. They are about to be assaulted by the 6'11" Nazi Reed.
Foul on Richie Jones is second. And Pierre Louis at the line hits the free throw. Second team foul on Nottingham. Josh's brother Nate is at Temple playing Division I basketball. 6'3" junior, averaging 8.7 points per game. It's both free throws. Roselle Catholic, its largest lead, up by 3. Richie Jones in the backcourt for the North Stars, throws it away.
Roselle Catholic forcing long passes from the North Stars.
In the corner is Horton for 3. Itfield Horton lights it up from the corner. And the transfer from St. Anthony, who averaged 14 points a game, gives Roselle Catholic a 6-point lead. Dribbling in, Cliff Joseph takes it all the way, can't score. Frink pulls down the rebound. Reed carries up and jams it through. And also draws the foul. He'll go to the line for a 3-point play opportunity.
It's breathtaking. The athleticism of the 6'11" Nazi Reed. Somebody of his size should not be able to dribble in and pound the rim like that. Before I was worried about the rim and backboard, and now, Lou, I'm worried about the stanchion. Who took a bigger beating, Nazi Reed's hand or that padding?
It's an 8-point Roselle Catholic lead, up 19-11. Remember, Nottingham got off to an 8-2 start in this first quarter. Cross-court pass to Montina in the corner, and he brings it back outside. Montina dribbles in, and Reed swats it away. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Nottingham. It'll be Roselle Catholic ball. 13 seconds left in the first. Dave Boff, in his 11th season, applauds his team's effort. They have gone out to an 8-point lead now. A chance for more. Here's Reed in the corner. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Oh, Reed with a look-away pass to Colby Rogers. Naz Reed playing at a different level here in this first quarter. And the first quarter comes to an end. Wow, what a performance by Roselle Catholic after Nottingham got off to a great start. They led it 8-2, but since then, Roselle Catholic outscores them 19-3. Naz Reed putting on a show in just about all facets of the game, and his play has his Lions out to a 10-point advantage. They're up 21-11 on News 12 Varsity.
Last time we asked you to come in and meet with the most prepared lawyers in the business. Well, that preparation has paid off. New York Magazine just came out with a list of the top verdicts in New York for 2017, and no other law firm had more successful verdicts than Grunberg Kelly Della.
Thank you, Grunberg Kelly Della.
So come meet with the most successful lawyers and let Grunberg Kelly Della prepare your case for success.
Call today.
When fine jewelry is purchased, the service you receive should be rivaled only by its beauty. At Bunty's Jewelry, service, quality, and the customer always come first. For the finest timepieces, the most precious of stones, and the highest quality diamonds. Observe our jewelers while your stones are set. Work with them to design that special custom piece, or have your stones and jewelry appraised while you wait.
Bring your unwanted gold to Bunty's. We pay the highest prices.
Back at the Barnabas Center, of course, the third member of our broadcast team is Amanda Puglisi. Amanda spent some time in the Nottingham huddle. Amanda?
Well, guys, Coach Raba telling his team, we just need to take it slow. In the first 4 minutes, we were playing our game. We were taking good shots, and then we started to rush ourselves a little bit. Just slow down in the second quarter.
Yeah, Amanda, Nottingham started to run with Roselle Catholic, and that is a recipe for disaster. So the North Stars, we just slow it down, as Amanda said. Look for good shots, and that's a good shot. In the corner, Richie Jones lights it up from three-point range and draws the North Stars to within 7.
Third triple for Jones in his first half.
There, Louis loses, and Nottingham comes up with the turnover.
It's tough to play against your natural style, but there's enough half-court proficiency for Nottingham to do so. They just need to drive away from the 6'11" force known as Nazi Reed.
Nottingham will toss it inside court. North Stars down by 7, 21-14. Second quarter just underway. Montina up top. Winner of this game plays Don Bosco Prep for the state title on Sunday. And a nice follow underneath by James Johnson, but he cannot connect. Reed dribbles across the midcourt line. Hands to Whitney, puts the brakes on, feeds inside to Reed. Dumps outside, Pierre Louis for 3.
If you're the North Stars, you credit Johnson for that great defense inside, and then to watch them kick it out for a 3 is disheartening.
Rebound, Horton. Roselle Catholic has burst out to a 10-point lead. Horton takes the 3, the follow. And let's see, what's the call underneath?
Technical foul, hanging on the rim.
On Roselle Catholic. As Just Pierre Louis went up to the jam, but then he hung on the rim, so he gets teed up here. So Richie Jones goes to the line. He'll shoot the tees. And Nottingham will get the ball as well. Jones, 18.4 points per game this year. Hits the first. One of the 3 1,000-point scorers on this team.
And I think a real key in this game for his shooting ability, you see how fluid he is at the free throw line. Has already knocked down 3 shots from beyond the arc. But if you're Nottingham and you realize that you need to slow it down and work the ball, Jones has to get a touch at some point in that half-court set for how good he is as a shooter.
Outside, here's Darrell Johnson. Dishes inside, back outside, Jones. Flips in the corner. Tough defense here by the Lions. Shot put up by Darrell Johnson. Gets his own rebound. Actually, it's James Johnson who got the rebound and puts it in.
Senior has really been good today at both ends.
Inside Reed. Unstoppable in there.
I just love Reed's motor. He runs end to end. It's not like he's a big man trailing the play. He runs rim to rim.
26-18, 8-point Roselle Catholic lead. In the corner, dribbling in, and Johnson puts it in. Good ball movement by the North Stars, and they draw to within 6. Here's Khalil Whitney, puts the brakes on. Outside now to Jason Battle, the point guard. In the corner, Reed. Reed double team. Almost lost that dribble and then throws it away off the side of the backboard. And that's a backboard violation, of course. I thought the ball hit the side of the backboard, but it might have hit the rim. Our director, Bob Stack, says it might have hit the rim. And if it hit the rim, of course, it would not be a violation. And that's the call. So Roselle Catholic does have possession. So the ball hit the rim, not the side of the backboard. Battle dribbles in. No basket. Foul before the jam. That is the 4th team foul on Nottingham. So Jason Battle at the line. And his first is good. And a full timeout called by Nottingham as Chris Raba wants to talk it over. 5:14 remaining here in the second quarter, and Roselle Catholic with a 7-point lead. They're up 27-20. The non-public B final, Rainey and Roselle Catholic. We talked about Roselle Catholic with a tremendous victory in the waning moments of the game. Rainey's never made it this far, but they got one of the top juniors in New Jersey, Brian Antoine, shaking the gym with that dunk. Rainey's up too early, but Roselle Catholic counters with Naz Reed. The guy's going to LSU, of course, and he, with authority, puts it down. Tied in the final 20 seconds. Antoine shot blocked by Reed. Just Pierre-Louis to Ithiel Horton to Reed for the game-winning alley-oop. He jams it through with just 6 seconds remaining. Roselle Catholic wins it 63-61, propelling them to the Tournament of Champions and the #1 seed. And this game, of course, and they hit the free throw, this battle, and he gives Roselle Catholic an 8-point lead. They're up 28-20. 5 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Nottingham 30-2 this year, winning his team in Colonial Valley Conference history. Jump shot doesn't go and pulled down by Naz Reed. Frink outside, dribbles in, some nice moves on the baseline. Alonzo Frink showing some terrific moves for the 6'9" senior.
The balance that Roselle Catholic has, their unselfish ball movement, but then their ability to go one-on-one and break down the defense from all 5 spots on the floor.
Nottingham unable to connect, and here come the Lions, who are up by 10. That feed inside, saved by Whitney, but it goes back to Darrell Johnson. And at the other end, Naz Reed picks the pocket on the baseline. Battle with a burst. Brings it back outside. Halfway through quarter number 2. Bounce pass, Frink, top of the key. Inside Reed, good job by Darrell Johnson, overplaying that time, knocks it away. Cliff Joseph dribbles in and has it banged out. It will remain Nottingham basketball. Deontay West checking into the game for Nottingham. Shot put up and in. Nice touch by Darrell Johnson. He draws Nottingham to within 8. The North Stars are hanging in there despite the fact that Roselle Catholic really has been dominant for the most part in this first half. They go inside, Reed underneath, puts it up, gets his own rebound and jams it through.
You just have to shake your head sometimes if you're the North Stars, realize there's no way to stop that and try to figure out how to not get to that point defensively.
Whitney, showtime for the Lions. Brilliantly executed fast break.
Battle to Pierre-Louis, again the unselfishness, the wave of Roselle Catholic coming at you on the break, making sure to make the extra pass, which is the right pass for the easy look at the rim.
Roselle Catholic's lead is 12. Knocked away, battle with the steal up ahead. Frink again jams it through, and Chris Raba has seen it up. He calls a timeout for Nottingham, a full timeout with 2:33 remaining. Roselle Catholic has exploded to a 14-point lead.
Pierre-Louis on the previous break slammed it down. On this break, he gave it up to Frink for the jam. Again, the unselfishness, the way that the Lions move the ball and pass the ball, especially on the break, really impressive.
Well, you know it's a big game when Patrick Ewing is in the house. Very relaxed look by Patrick Ewing right there.
It's only the beginning of recruiting. That's why he looks relaxed.
As he sees Roselle Catholic now with a 14-point lead.
Here to see Khalil Whitney along with Alonzo Frink. And for Frink, a very interesting opportunity, because in your conversation with Dave Bothlew, he said Fordham, St. Bonaventure, UNC Greensboro, mid-major programs, 8-10 programs plus UNC Greensboro. Could Frink play himself in to the Big East? He has the opportunity tonight, potentially.
He certainly has played very well in this first half, no question, opening up some eyes. And his team has a 14-point lead. Roselle Catholic trying to get to the TOC final to take on Bosco.
Patrick Ewing can't comment on another player, but wouldn't it be so interesting in a quiet moment to hear Patrick Ewing's thoughts, one of the best collegiate and NBA big men of all time, what he thinks of Naz Reid, who's going to LSU?
Well, Reid has been terrific here in this first half. Shot put up and in by Ithiel Horton. It's now a 16-point game, 38-22. Inside 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Float up and in by Cliff Joseph. Nice play by Joseph, who had a 15.9 rebound performance against Chatham in the Group 3 final.
Patrick Ewing also here with his top lieutenant, Louis Orr. Longtime Division I assistant coach and head coach as well, including a stint at Seton Hall, most recently Bowling Green, and first year with Coach Ewing. Still says it's a little funny to say it that way down at Georgetown.
Here comes Nottingham. Big possession here for the North Stars as they're down by 14 and now 11. Three-point shot by Cliff Joseph. And Nottingham back to within 11 points. It's 38-27.
Three ball has been key for the North Stars. First triple for Joseph, along with a three for Jones in his first half.
Inside Frank, back to the basket. Dribbles in, spins, has it stripped away by Darrell Johnson. It will remain Roselle Catholic ball. You talked about Nottingham. They've got that tremendous scoring capability, 3 1,000-point scorers. By the way, only the third time in New Jersey history that a team has had 3 1,000-point scorers. And speaking of scoring, Naz Reid hits a three from the corner. Talking about Nottingham's three-point prowess. Naz Reid says, I can do that too. And Darrell Johnson answers. Things heating up, 41-29. 12-point lead, Roselle Catholic.
Hitting that three right in front of the Georgetown coaching staff. A lot of early chatter between the two teams. Intensity and energy in the building at a high level. But then Roselle Catholic with their transition game, and Naz Reid took over.
Lions holding for the last shot of the first half. Frank trying to maneuver in, took an extra step. Traveling the call. And Nottingham will get it back. So an important trip down court here for the North Stars as they're down by 12. A chance to get it to 10 or maybe 9 if they could hit a three going into the locker room. Up ahead, but they throw it away. No! Joseph gets it, intercepted by Horton, and that will do it. No shot. And the first half comes to an end. Well, at 1 point, Nottingham had an 8-2 lead in the early portions of the first quarter. Since then, it is all Roselle Catholic. The Lions going on a huge run at the tail end of the first quarter, and they're up by 12 here. 41-29. An impressive first half for the Lions. And Amanda Puglisi standing by with the head coach, Dave Bob.
Coach, before the game, you said it was really important for you guys to play well for the whole game. We're halfway through. What's your assessment?
I think that we didn't come out with the type of energy that I was hoping that we would. Took some bad shots early in that first quarter, but kind of settled down and been playing pretty well since then. So, at the half, we just got to kind of remind the kids of the game plan and what we need to do and make sure we take quality shots in the second half.
Nottingham certainly isn't going away anytime soon, and if they get hot behind the three-point line, that could be an issue for you guys. What's the change you're going to make at halftime?
Just got to make sure that we guard the three-point line. We know that they can shoot it. They can get hot. They got a bunch of guys that can put the ball in the basket. So it's just close out on shooters and then contest shots at the rim.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Lou?
All right, Amanda, Dave Boff's team is up by 12. They lead 41-29 with an eye towards the TOC final, where Don Bosco Prep awaits the winner of this game. 41-29, Roselle Catholic here at halftime in Game 2 of our TOC semifinal doubleheader.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
I said I'd do better. Saying it and doing it are two different things.
When your child is struggling in school, no matter what his or her age, or on the SAT or ACT, Huntington can help. Get help now. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN and save $100. 1-800-CAN-LEARN.
Since we've been visiting LI Urgent Care, the staff here is very thorough and efficient and extremely caring. We are seen right away, and I also appreciate the follow-up calls.
I really like LI Urgent Care because they have iPads.
LI Urgent Care, Suffolk County's first and only UCAOA accredited urgent care center. For adult and pediatric medical care, LI Urgent Care in West Babylon. Open 365 days a year, no appointment needed.
I got to see her for the first time, and I heard that cry. I don't think that there's anything that can ever compare to that.
She's here. Our lives were changed for the best.
Seeing her as a new mom, just glowing and smiling from ear to ear, that's what St. Catherine's is about.
It was unreal. I'm never going to forget that moment.
Since we've been visiting LI Urgent Care, the staff here is very thorough and efficient and extremely caring. We are seen right away, and I also appreciate the follow-up calls.
I really like LI Urgent Care because they have iPads.
LI Urgent Care, Suffolk County's first and only UCAOA accredited urgent care center. For adult and pediatric medical care, LI Urgent Care in West Babylon. Open 365 days a year, no appointment needed.
Back at the Barnabas Center, our score at halftime, Roselle Catholic 41, Nottingham 29 in the TOC semifinals. Don Bosco Prep winning game number 1 here tonight as they defeated Shawnee 49-39. So the Ironmen are in the TOC final on Sunday in Trenton, and they'll play the winner of this game. Right now, Roselle Catholic with a 12-point lead. Pretty impressive first half of the Lions.
It was, especially the way Roselle Catholic bounced back after Nottingham picked up some early momentum. Three-point shooting was going to be key, and Richie Jones knocked down 3 of them in the first half. But for Roselle Catholic, I think there are 3 superlatives that really stick out. Their skill, their speed, and their selflessness. They really do a good job of moving the ball and making the right play, and it's easy to do so when you have the skill of a Naz Reid or an Alonzo Frink who can play inside and outside. Their transition just looks so pretty. 6'11", Naz Reid finishing it off. But what they do also in the half court, I think, goes a little bit unnoticed because of plays like this. Just absolutely incredible as Reid goes right through the contact. But his unselfishness really rubs off on everybody else as Kobe Rogers cuts to the basket. The three-point shot's going to be huge as we were into the second quarter, and Richie Jones found another opening. Credit Kawan Johnson inside. He had a hard task of trying to deal with Reid on both ends of the ball, but he did the best that he could to find openings, not rush his shots, and defend. And it's not just Reid slamming in transition. Pierre-Louis with one, Frink with another, moving the ball for the open shot, moving the ball for the better look. If the Stars are going to stay in this, they need to keep lighting it up from deep. There's no answer for that. There's no way to comment over Naz Reid hitting a 3 in the corner. But that's what the North Stars have to deal with in this game. The skill, the speed, and the selflessness of Roselle Catholic.
Naz Reid leading all scorers in the first half with 13 points. Richie Jones with 11 for Nottingham. And the Lions have a 12-point lead. They're up 41-29. One more half to go here in this TOC semifinal.
Steel. It's tough and it's strong.
Use that same strength and durability to protect what you need to store with steel utility buildings from steelsheds.com. Heavy-duty steel with all welded construction. You can't dent them by hand. We also make commercial buildings, garages, custom cellar doors, and tenant storage lockers. Manufactured only in the USA by steelsheds.com. Free delivery and free installation, including free steel floor. No cement base needed. Buy direct at steelsheds.com.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
I said I'd do better. Saying it and doing it are two different things.
When your child is struggling in school, no matter what his or her age, or on the SAT or ACT, Huntington can help. Get help now. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN and save $100. 1-800-CAN-LEARN.
We're searching out the best products and the best material for our homeowners. They don't have to do the research. We already did it. And our men are being trained through the manufacturers. The manufacturer guarantees our workmanship as well. When you factor in the high cost to heat your house, to cool your house in the summertime, the Simonton 9800 window virtually pays for itself along with the 0% interest for 5 years. Whether it's the windows, the siding, or the roof, it's good for a lifetime.
This home saving tip is brought to you by King Quality.
Jewelry design, diamonds reset, jewelry appraised by a GIA graduate gemologist. Always while you wait and watch, your diamonds never leave your sight at Gennaro Jewelers in Belmore. Honest and reputable since 1923. Feel totally at ease while you sit next to our diamond setter. While you wait and watch your diamonds being set or resized, visit our exciting new website, GennaroJewelers.com.
Roselle Catholic up on Nottingham 41-29 here in the Tournament of Champions semifinals at the Barnabas Center here in Toms River. In that first half, Roselle Catholic out-rebounding Nottingham 17-12, including 5 offensive rebounds. The Lions shooting 50%, 55% actually from the field, and 50% from three-point range. Nottingham, not too shabby. They shot 42% from three-point range, but tough when Roselle Catholic's going to shoot that well from the outside as well.
No question, and the rebounding differential +5 in Roselle Catholic's favor. That's a lot of second chance points, lots of points in the paint, getting those opportunities on those rare misses to get another crack at it underneath.
Roselle Catholic with those 18 points in the paint, and the Lions dominating inside. Alonzo Frink, of course, and Naz Reed, and Nottingham certainly with an uphill battle here facing them in the second half as they trail by 12, 41-29. Second half upcoming here, the TOC semifinals. Roselle Catholic up by 12 on News 12 Varsity.
When fine jewelry is purchased, the service you receive should be rivaled only by its beauty. At Bunty's Jewelry, service, quality, and the customer always come first for the finest timepieces, the most precious of stones, and the highest quality diamonds. Observe our jewelers while your stones are set. Work with them to design that special custom piece, or have your stones and jewelry appraised while you wait.
Bring your unwanted gold to Bunty's. We pay the highest prices.
Last time we asked you to come in and meet with the most prepared lawyers in the business. Well, that preparation has paid off. New York Magazine just came out with a list of the top verdicts in New York for 2017, and no other law firm had more successful verdicts than Grunberg Kelly Della.
Thank you, Grunberg Kelly Della.
So come meet with the most successful lawyers and let Grunberg Kelly Della prepare your case for success.
Call today.
We get ready for half number 2. Roselle Catholic leading Nottingham 41-29. The winner to take on Don Bosco Prep in the TOC final, the New Jersey State Championship game on Sunday afternoon. And, of course, we'll have it for you here on News 12 Varsity's Game Time. Nottingham down by 12. They've had a great year, the North Stars. They won the Mercer County title, defeating Trenton Catholic 60-59. They're only the second Colonial Valley Conference team to ever win a TOC game. The only other team to do it was Trenton Catholic a few years back. Roselle Catholic coming in with 10 straight wins. The last time they lost to Montverde Academy, 60-59, number 1 team in the nation.
You're allowed to lose to Montverde. No question.
Let's check in with Amanda.
Well, guys, I spoke to Coach Rabba just now, and he told me his message at halftime was to tell his team to be a little more patient. We need to make Roselle Catholic work on defense.
And the second half underway. Nottingham with the basketball. North Stars down by 12.
And not only do you need to make the Roselle Catholic defense work, but connected to that, you've got to have great shot selection because you know you're not going to get the offensive rebound in most cases.
Darrell Johnson dribbles in, draws 2 defenders, floats it up, can't score. And the rebound ripped down by Khalil Whitney. Lions quickly up court, inside Frank. Little baby hook is good.
A quick headman feed right into that half-court offense. And their bigs get back defensively as well as Frank blocks it. And on the play before, just a subtle shift by Reed to show that pressure of the help defense. It makes all the difference in the world.
And the North Stars turn it over. Oh, actually, they say last touch by Roselle Catholic, so Nottingham gets a break. North Stars will inbound. Bounce pass comes into Darrell Johnson, who backs it out to the corner. Now takes the 3. Uncontested 3 doesn't go. Frank the rebound. Naz Reed. Look at Reed run the floor.
They outlet it to the center.
It's scary. Here is Battle. Gives to Whitney. Crossover dribble as it's stripped from behind and lost it out of bounds. Roselle Catholic, Union County champs this year, defeated the Patrick School 68-58 in the Union County championship game. And we mentioned in the game against Gill St. Bernard's, when you win the Union County championship, you have accomplished something. That's one of the toughest counties in the nation when it comes to high school basketball.
I remember speaking with Phil Colicchio of Linden once, and he said our run to the Union County title took so much out of us that we just were not the same team in the state tournament.
Cross court. And on the baseline, looks like a foul on Nottingham.
That Final Four arguably is as tough as any semifinal and championship game that you'd have to play in any group or state scenario or the TOC.
All knocked out. Because you've got the Patrick School there. You've got Linden, Roselle Catholic. It's a rough go. But the Lions were able to capture that, trying to win they have won a county championship and a state title, state group title in the same year. Now trying to take it all and get to the TOC final. And a whistle on the baseline.
Pierre-Louis did not reestablish himself, or excuse me, Horton did not establish himself back in bounds running the baseline before taking the pass.
Well, this place was electric at the beginning of the game. Nottingham got off to an 8-2 start, but Roselle Catholic has kind of taken the air out of the crowd as they've gone up now by 14. Here comes Whitney. He can't score. And it's pulled down by Darrell Johnson. Underneath, dished in the corner, three-pointer, in and out. And the rebound comes all the way out to Battle, running the break, leaves it for Frank, who puts it up and draws the foul.
Tough pass to Battle, by Battle rather, and great hands by Frank. Johnson on the other end interrupted, going after the offensive rebounds. The unselfishness by Jason Battle. It starts with the point guard. He's a playmaker, averaging only 5 points per game, but 5 assists. He creates for his teammates, and that really forces or encourages the Lions to run the floor with him.
Frank's free throw is good. He'll get one more. Second team foul, by the way, on Nottingham. his second free throw. Good as well. Alonzo Frink showing good form from the foul line. It's now a 16-point Roselle Catholic lead. Lions with their largest advantage of the game. Driving in, short jumper is good. Richie Jones gets the roll. He's got a nice shooting touch. 14-point game. Battle the other way. Stops, pops off the back rim, no. Whitney underneath with a reverse. 47-31 at the other end is Castro Montina. He draws the North Stars to within 14, 47-33. 4:35 left in the third. Khalil Whitney outside. Outside Frink. Reed finds the open man, Whitney, and it's swatted away by Darrell Johnson, but a foul called on Nottingham.
Nottingham foul, just on the floor, Chelsea in the second, third.
Stars really taking the advice of their coach to try to play more within themselves. Roselle Catholic getting their looks, but not getting out in transition as easily with better floor balance. It'll be interesting to see if Whitney could really get going on the season. One of those 3 14-point scorers along with Reed and Horton. But Whitney so far just with 2 points.
And he misses both free throws. Richie Jones pops a long three off the mark. And the North Stars throw it away. They got the offensive rebound, but the pass to the corner off target. And it will be Roselle Catholic ball, up 47-33. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Naz Reed. Whitney, top of the key. Long three. Off the rim, no. And Nottingham the other way. Darrell Johnson lays it off. Inside Johnson, puts it in. Ron Johnson scores. 12-point game, 47-35. No give up in Nottingham, obviously. It's a team that has won 30 games this year. So they've done a lot of winning. And a foul underneath called on the North Stars.
Foul against Darrell Johnson as Frink shoots a pair of free throws.
Frink has done a nice job from the line here tonight. His first is good. Nothing but net.
I do wonder what it's like, Lou, to be a big-time player, to know that your college future is still up in the air. And listen, Georgetown has obviously seen them play before. They know why they're down here, but you never know what it is. Is it my scoring? Is it my rebounding? Is it my teamwork that will put me over the top and get me that better offer? A lot of pressure on a young man.
Frink hits both free throws, and his team up by 14. And a nice soft shot by Darrell Johnson, and he'll go to the line. A chance for a three-point play. Darrell Johnson averaged just a shade under 22 points a game this year, over 1,400 points in his outstanding career.
Great job splitting the D, change of pace, keeping his balance, and that soft touch off the rim. We've seen seniors look comfortable tonight, and I don't know if juniors would be as steady in this spot, in this environment against Roselle Catholic.
49-38. Reed dishes outside, thrown away. Here comes Nottingham, a chance to get it down to single digits, and a foul on Whitney. Well, Nottingham not going away. Cliff Joseph to the line.
Here's the dilemma, Lou. Nottingham finds its legs in transition. They want to play fast. They want to speed it up. They want to get up and down the floor. But they're going up against an opponent that does all those things better. So what do? And I think Nottingham in this third quarter is starting to figure out how to selectively run and take advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves.
And the deficit is down to single digits. It's a 9-point game, 49-40. Naz Reid outside. Pierre-Louis has it blocked. Cliff Joseph with the big defensive play. And then Pierre-Louis recovering to knock it out of bounds.
Great awareness by Pierre-Louis.
Patrick Ewing looking on, very interested in what's going on here. As Nottingham has whittled that deficit to 9, 49-40, a lot of time left, 3 minutes left in the third. Tina drives in, floats it up, off the rim though, and Reid pulls down the rebound. In the corner, jump shot, goes up over the back of the backboard and out of play. Raphael Horton with that three-point shot in the corner. And Dave Boff, very calm on the sideline, but he knows that Nottingham is a talented team and they have a chance here to cut the deficit maybe to 7 or even 6 with a 3. Tough defense. Inside, good look, great look by Cliff Joseph.
It's Johnson underneath for 2 more. You have to give all the praise in the world to the 6'6" Johnson, who's had to contend with Naz Reid and the length of Roselle Catholic. The defense for Nottingham limiting Roselle Catholic to just 8 points in this quarter as the offense has become more comfortable in tight quarters, forcing the Lions timeout.
And the Nottingham fans rise as one as they give their team a standing ovation as the timeout is called. The North Stars with no quit whatsoever, and they have come to within 7 points now of Roselle Catholic, 49-42 with 2:18 left in the third.
It's impressive to see a team full of seniors take a punch, go to the locker room, recover, and be ready to fight back. And Lou, as you talked about the season accomplishments, what they've done to win their first ever group championship, the tough games they played up until this point, to win 30 games as a Group 3 school, you know you're playing equal or better competition going out there. And the North Stars are in a position down by just 7 against a Roselle Catholic team, which there are certain markers, like are you going to keep it within single figures? Are you going to take a lead? Will you force a Lions timeout? Nottingham has done all those different things today.
Inside Reid, with a reverse on the baseline.
The ultimate stabilizing force.
Back up to a 9-point lead, 51-42. Good dish inside, Reid with the block. And the ball knocked out, last touched by the North Stars. It'll be Roselle Catholic basketball. They'll inbound side court. Khalil Whitney dribbles in, outside Reid. He thought about that 3. As we saw earlier, he could hit that from out there. Inside Frank, double pump fake, puts it up and gets the roll. Raza Frank with tremendous touch for a big guy.
4 straight for Roselle Catholic coming out of the timeout. Both field goals in the paint.
53-42 and a foul called on the Lions.
It's a great timeout by Dave Boff to slow the momentum for Nottingham, but also to remind his team what their advantage is and what their game plan is. They've pounded it inside 2 possessions in a row, and now they're on the break.
Roselle Catholic on the break, and they convert. And they're back up to a 13-point lead now, 55-42. 6 straight points for the Lions out of the timeout.
Sign of a great team is how you respond to those moments. As Lou said, 6-0 Roselle Catholic.
Fadeaway jumper by Darrell Johnson doesn't go. Here comes Battle. Hands to Reid. A long 3. Oh! Oh, from way downtown, Naz Reed from a different area code.
It's too early to call any shot in the third quarter a dagger, but my goodness, he hit that from SEC country.
58-42. Long three-point shot off the back rim. Saved. Roselle Catholic on the run. Dish to Whitney, who jams it through.
His teammates making sure that Whitney did not hang a beat too long on the rim. What an answer for Roselle Catholic. 11 straight points out of the timeout in a flash.
And they're back up by 18, 60-42. Just like that, blink of an eye. Richie Jones inside. And a foul called on the Lions as Darrell Johnson went up with it.
All but the deep bomb from Reed of the 11-point run. 4 other field goals at the rim in the paint in the half court in transition.
And Johnson at the line, shooting 2, misses the first. How about Naz Reed taking that 3?
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. I hope the fans of LSU don't get too comfortable with Naz Reed and blue and yellow, or purple and yellow, I beg your pardon.
And the third quarter comes to an end. Roselle Catholic 8 minutes away now from heading to the TOC final and a date with Don Bosco Prep. The Lions in control. They're up by 17. Naz Reed slamming the door perhaps. 60-43, Roselle Catholic.
I'm failing. No big deal.
What about college?
Face it, I'm not getting into college.
We can't let him keep failing.
Maybe he'll outgrow it.
It's not just a phase. You saw his report card.
I said I'd do better. Saying it and doing it are two different things.
When your child is struggling in school, no matter what his or her age, or on the SAT or ACT, Huntington can help. Get help now. Call 1-800-CAN-LEARN and save $100. 1-800-CAN-LEARN.
What makes a community strong? It's businesses on Main Street and friends who live on your street. It's giving back and working together to help those in need. It's banking that strengthens the fabric of a neighborhood. So together, we all succeed. With branches from Montauk to Manhattan, BNB Bank has helped build businesses and communities since 1910. BNB, many success stories, one bank.
Back here in Toms River, Roselle Catholic up by 17 over Nottingham, 60-43 as the fourth quarter begins. Roselle Catholic looking to get to another TOC final. And the long jump shot by Ithiel Horton doesn't go. Nottingham, the rebound, and the North Stars' Darrell Johnson brings it across. Johnson, good look inside to Kujane Johnson, who puts it in. 15-point game, 60-45. Josh Pierre-Louis drives in and draws the foul.
Key for Roselle Catholic is to take what they did at the end of the third quarter and put this game away from their perspective in the fourth. If you put together another 10-0 run in the first couple of minutes or something similar, this game is over and you could start looking forward to Sunday.
First free throw, no good. And he'll get one more. Second free throw, good. 1 of 2. Makes it a 16-point game, 61-45. Jump shot in the corner, good. That's a 3 for Cliff Joseph. Well, actually, they give him a 2, and it's 61-48.
About half of their field goal attempts, Nottingham we're talking about, were three-pointers in the first half. For this fourth quarter, I think they have to tick that percentage up quite a bit. So I think their only chance to stay in it is to start hitting shots from the outside with consistency.
Lions trying to go with the alley-oop jam that time, but throw it away. And Nottingham will get it back. 61-48, a 13-point Roselle Catholic lead. North Stars with the basketball. Terrell Johnson for three. Well, just like that, they're back to within 10. They just won't go away.
It's what senior leadership looks like. It's what a 30-win season looks like as well.
And Nottingham a chance to get it within 10.
It's 5-on-4. Pierre Louis still down on the other end.
Three-pointer off the back rim doesn't go. Rebound tracked down by Nottingham. Inside, they get the bucket. And it's an 8-point game. And Dave Boff calls a timeout. So Nottingham at one point down by 18, now down by 8.
Official called for time to allow the substitution. Both teams went to their huddles and respective coaches. So it wasn't an official timeout, Lou, but they got to huddle. Great ball movement, playing with an extra man because of the injury to Pierre Louis. Pretty reverse lay-in for Johnson. 12 points for the senior underneath.
61-53. Nottingham student body alive and well. They're fired up. North Stars right back in the game. Horton puts it up, in, and the foul. Ithiel Horton with a tremendous play gets the bucket and the foul.
So now it's Horton's turn to go to work. And the varied skill set of these Lions, they're all inside-out players. They're all post and drive players. Kids that can finish at the rim in transition, but also hit deep shots in the half court.
Big three-point play for Roselle Catholic. They're back up by 11. Three-point shot, good! Terrell Johnson.
Just keep firing away. You have 1 quarter to play in your season. Go down fighting.
5 minutes left. It's an 8-point game. 64-56. Reed, top of the key. Dribbles in. Spins and lays it in. What a move by Mazarin Reed. At the other end, Richie Jones on the baseline. Outside. 10-point lead for Roselle Catholic. 3-point shot. No basket. No basket. A timeout was called by Nottingham. Chris Robba, just a big smile as if to say, hey, what are you going to do? Nottingham called a timeout, so the three-point shot does not count. 66-56.
He iced his own three-point shooter.
With 4:33 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Boy, you can't say enough, though, about this Nottingham team. They just won't go away. Looks like Roselle Catholic had them on the ropes. They're up by 18, but they just hang in.
For all intents and purposes, they just hit another three. It doesn't count, but everybody on the floor kept playing. And so this is a North Stars team that's finding their rhythm in the fourth quarter and looking comfortable trailing by 10.
Richie Jones goes to Montina in the corner. Terrell Johnson's had some game here for the North Stars. Impressive player. Looking for help. Cross court, Montina for three. Yes!
No timeout called there.
It's a 7-point game. 66-59.
They just bailed out their head coach.
just about halfway through quarter number 4. Frank and a foul called on the North Stars. And that's their 7th team foul, so they're over the limit. And that sends Roselle Catholic to the line.
It's a tough blow for Nottingham to know they're on the comeback trail, and every foul for the rest of the game, Roselle Catholic will shoot free throws.
And Alonzo Frank has been terrific from the line here tonight. He will shoot 1 and 1. And his first is good.
If you're Nottingham with 4 minutes left, at worst, you're down by 9 against the #1 seed, against the non-public B champ, against a Roselle Catholic team littered with Division I players. I think you sign up for it and then take your chance with your crew.
Nine-point game, 68-59. Cliff Joseph dribbles in. Dishes underneath, throws it away. Here's Battle running the break for Roselle Catholic. He lost it and gets it back to Khalil Whitney. A foul on Nottingham. Bad about Battle. Losing the ball, but still was able to dish it back to Whitney.
Battle is an absolute blur. He only has one gear. He just accelerates into the front court, and his speed gives the defense so much trouble. You could only just backpedal and hope he makes some type of mistake. The great find for Whitney, making 1 of 2.
And he gives Roselle Catholic a 10-point lead, 69-59. 3:35 counting down here in the fourth quarter. Darrell Johnson moving against Battle. Naz Reed comes over to help out, and a foul called on the Lions. And a couple of players come together. The officials step in. It's been an intense game.
A lot of that juice that we felt early in the first quarter resurfacing late in the fourth.
Bounce pass in, beautiful execution. Johnson lays it in, 8-point game, 69-61. Here's Naz Reed, dribbles up and throws it away.
Give Kawan Johnson of Nottingham all the credit in the world. The assignment today was to go up against the McDonald's All-American. He hurried things early and now offensively in complete control, not to mention the defensive assignment he had to absorb.
Darrell Johnson launching a three, doesn't go. Frink, the long rebound. Here come the Lions. Horton throws it away, tried to get it to Reed. Dave Boff imploring his team to slow things down, and Chris Raba sees his team within 8. Three-point shot off the back rim, but the rebound comes to the North Stars, and then floating it up, unable to score, Richie Jones. Here's Frink, slams it through. North Stars call a timeout, once again down by 10. Actually, I think the timeout called by Roselle Catholic. Up by 10, 71-61. Roselle Catholic with a 10-point lead, 2 minutes and 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
A great timeout in the third quarter was called by Dave Boff. 11-0 run to finish off the third quarter when things got tight. Calling the timeout here after a positive play in a dead ball situation following the transition dunk by Frink. Once again, just I think a great opportunity, Lou, to settle his team down, make sure they understand what they're doing. As Nottingham took a extended time in their huddle, Dave Boff and his team, they've been here before. They know what it's like to win a lot of games, but also at this level, looking for their third TOC title in the last 5 years.
2013, they were in the final. They beat St. Joe's Metuchen. That was Carl Anthony Towns' team, by the way. 65-49.
Whatever happened to that guy? I heard he was a great high school player.
In 2000, so that just gives you an idea how significant that win was. 2015, they beat Pope John 57-45. 2:20 remaining. Driving in, underneath, Darrell Johnson hammered by Frink, who holds him up. And he should go to the line here. That's the 6th team foul on Roselle Catholic. Alan Frink, that's his 2nd. So Darrell Johnson at the line. And his first is no good. Nottingham needs each and every one of these, down by 10. And the second, good. 1 of 2. 9-point game again, 71-62. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the 4th. Naz Reed walks it across. Gives it the battle, who dribbles up. He goes in and draws the foul. Again, Nottingham over the limit. 9th team foul on the North Stars, so that will send Battle to the line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. Jason Battle, 5'8" senior guard. 1 and 1. And the first, no good. Rebound, knocked out. The last touched by Nottingham. Roselle Catholic gets the ball. Nottingham fans don't like the call, but I think it was the right call. Here's Naz Reed, flips outside to Horton. Final 2 minutes of quarter number 4. Reed tucks the ball on his hip. Comes across the Battle. Underneath Frank.
Great spacing, and Frink sneaks into the post for the easy slam.
Inside, trying to go to Johnson, a foul. And I think it's going to be on Nottingham. Offensive foul. It's on Darrell Johnson. That's his 4th. 10th team foul on the North Stars. And some of the big crowd here at the Barnabas Health Arena begin to file out as Roselle Catholic, it appears, is on their way to the TOC final.
The name of the building continues to change, but the result for Roselle Catholic here does not. Looking to secure another victory, and that'll just about do it.
They go up 75-62. Final minute of play. And Frink pulls down the rebound. A valiant effort here by Nottingham. The North Stars, who had a terrific year. A 30-win campaign, furthest that they've ever gotten in postseason play. But they will come up short against one of the top teams in the nation. Roselle Catholic had their hands full with this Nottingham team. And Battle will dribble it out. Roselle Catholic heading to the TOC final, where the Lions will play for the state championship against Don Bosco Prep in what will be a highly anticipated New Jersey state final. Roselle Catholic wins it 75-62. The Lions improved to 28-4 on the year, and Nottingham finishes a brilliant season at 30-3.
Nottingham has a lot to be proud of for this effort against Roselle Catholic. What a season in total for the North Stars.
So Roselle Catholic heads to the state final. Lions win it 75-62. More about Roselle Catholic's big win in a moment.
Jewelry design, diamonds reset, jewelry appraised by a GIA graduate gemologist. Always while you wait and watch your diamonds never leave your sight at Gennaro Jewelers in Belmore. Honest and reputable since 1923. Feel totally at ease while you sit next to our diamond setter. While you wait and watch your diamonds being set or resized, visit our exciting new website, GennaroJewelers.com.
Steel. It's tough and it's strong. Use that same strength and durability to protect what you need to store with steel utility buildings from steelsheds.com. Heavy-duty steel with all welded construction. You can't dent them by hand. We also make commercial buildings, garages, custom cellar doors, and tenant storage lockers. Manufactured only in the USA by steelsheds.com. Free delivery and free installation, including free steel floor. No cement base needed. Buy direct at steelsheds.com.
Back here in Toms River, Roselle Catholic advances to the state championship game against Don Bosco Prep. They win it 75-62. Amanda standing by with Naz Reed. Amanda?
Naz, what does it mean for you now as a senior to lead your team to the Tournament of Champions final?
It's a very exciting feeling, something you want to do since I wanted to do since freshman year. Unfortunately, I couldn't, but I'm very excited to have my guys in another TOC.
You did a little bit of everything today, including a few three-pointers. Is that something you practice a lot?
Yeah, definitely. My coach Tom, is in the gym shooting every day. My teammates were able to give me open shots, and I was able to finish them, and that was a great job by them.
Nottingham certainly wasn't going away. They kept clawing back. What does it say about your team that you guys kept digging deep and finding a way to extend the lead?
We have a lot of smart guys in our team. We're able to penetrate and kick and finish open shots. Obviously they didn't go away, but we kept our foot on the gas too. So.
I know you're looking forward to the Tournament of Champions. What do you know about Don Bosco, and what are you most excited about for this weekend?
I know they have a few good players, Ron and other guys, but just going to keep our foot on the gas, keep maintaining every win, and just keep going.
Thanks, Naz. Keep practicing those three-pointers.
Thank you.
Lou, back to you.
All right, Amanda. Naz Reed with a tremendous performance tonight. Patrick Ewing in the house, seeing that great performance by Roselle Catholic. They win it 75-62. And time now for the News 12 varsity play of the game.
Well, Lou, I'd say there are a few options, especially if we're looking for transition plays, and that one is capped off by Josh Pierre-Louis. The unselfishness by Whitney, and then battle to set up this impressive slam. If this one didn't work for you, Lou, there were a whole host of others to choose from. The Lions were terrific in transition.
Well, just an example of the great execution by Roselle Catholic here tonight. And Roselle Catholic will be in action again on Sunday at 5 p.m. The New Jersey Tournament of Champions final, the New Jersey State Championship game, Don Bosco Prep versus Roselle Catholic. And I know we're both excited to be there for that one. A lot of anticipation. I think a lot of people in the back of their minds, this is the game they wanted to see.
The top two seeds in the TOC advance to play on Sunday in Trenton. The great thing about the TOC, you don't have to talk about hypothetical matchups. You get to see it play out on the floor.
Two outstanding semifinal games tonight. Both Shawnee and Nottingham played well, but it's Roselle Catholic and Don Bosco Prep who advance to the state final. Well, that'll do it here tonight from the RWJ Barnabas Health Arena. For David Resnick, Amanda Puglisi, and our entire News 12 varsity team, I'm Lou Brogno. Thanks so much for joining us. Once again, your final score in game number 2 of our semifinal doubleheader. Roselle Catholic defeating Nottingham 75-62. The Lions head to the TOC final to take on the Ironmen Sunday afternoon. We'll see you there in Trenton.